Green light. Let's get going. Jolly Roger Ukulele is the website. And you should go there and pick up the sheet music. And today we are playing a brand new arrangement of Water is Wide. And the third draft, sorry guys, of Parting Glass. I think I finally got all the typos out of it. I tell you, I hate when I have to redo music. And this one, I think we had one a couple weeks back that we went through 3 drafts where I got it right. But this one, I feel confident that we finally have it right. I have confidence when I post them the first time. So then the second time, confidence. Third time, still confident. So let's go make sure that the link is working. And if people aren't disgusted by the fact that they are having to print it out for a third time, they may come and join us here. Let's see if this opens up the right thing. YouTube's been a little crazy. The delay's been out of control. I have no idea when I speak into this microphone when it's actually going to arrive at your house, but I feel confident it will get there eventually. And let me go post this on Twitter. https://jollyrogerukulele.com. That pops up. We post a little Irish girl that we've been Irish Celtics. I don't know where she's from. Probably from America, with red hair. Oh, she must be Irish. All right, so there's that tweet. Okay, so now we have tweeted. Twitter is going crazy. I don't know. Does anybody look at Twitter? I don't think they do. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Ronnie is in. 60 degrees in New Mexico. Ronnie has been surprisingly chilly for living in New Mexico this springtime. Sound is clear. That's good. Cindy's here. Howdy from snowy Viking land. Those of you who are not regular attendees should know that I live in Denver, and there is a very clear dividing line in Denver, and it's called Colfax, and it runs from way out there to way out there. Nothing good happens on Colfax. And that's one of the things we know. If you live south of Colfax, it's good, and if you live north of Colfax, it's bad. And so Cindy has chosen to set up shop up there. It's not so much that Cindy's a bad person; it's that Cindy makes bad choices, and so there she is. Welcome in, Cindy. Glad you're here. Sandy's way north of Colfax. She's up in Upper Michigan. Sound is good. Good to see you, Sandy. Linda's in. She's here. She's a local. Kay is here. Third time is a charm. I know, right? Oh my gosh. You guys have to know how much I hate it when I have to redo sheet music 3 times. I was just like, come on, Gary, get your act together. So I apologize. We are on the 3rd time. Everything in there has to be right now. I can't possibly stand the ignominy. Is that the word it is? The third of a 4th version of it. Kari aloha, not snowing yet. Kari lives south of Colfax, so she's fine. She does live north of Hampton. Hampton's another dividing line. If you live north of Hampton, you're poorer than if you live south of Hampton. That's where all the rich people live. All right. I don't know. I think there's some pretty crummy areas south of there too. Who cares, right? Who cares? As long as you got a ukulele, it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. Marianne in from Michigan. Here there will be lots of snow in Colorado. I know we made the front page of Yahoo. They're convinced. They're convinced that we're going to have this major epic snowstorm here. I'm not buying it, but it's Colorado. It's supposed to snow here, big snows in March. So why are we making the news over that? I think people have gotten weak. That's what I think. Jerry's in, cool and sunny up there. Doom tomorrow, right? Doom begins tomorrow. It's going to snow a little bit. We're all going to each sit at our house. We're going to watch Harry Potter and eat Cheetos, and then on Monday everything will be back to normal. It's coming in on a weekend, guys. It'll be a chance to build a snowman. Sunny and warm, 11 degrees up in 11 degrees Celsius for those of you Americans. That's 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Linda's always very nice to help us understand Celsius versus Fahrenheit. Remember in high school well, some of you were in high school. I was in elementary school when they decided, hey, we're going to teach you the metric system. And rather than teaching us the metric system, they tried to teach us how to convert the metric system into normal, and it failed. They could have just said, you know what, let's just learn the metric system. It's no longer a gallon, and we're not going to worry about how many liters are in a gallon. We're going to just call it liters now, and they're small, and just go with it. Americans, I swear to God, it's so sad. We failed at understanding the metric system. Here's the metric system: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Everything's the same. Done. Crazy. You know, our body temperature, our thermometer is based on the fact that body temperature's about 100. I see red just showed up. Here's red. Think it's a bomb today. Let's see. Pauline is in. Hey, Pauline. Fran is in. Poor Fran. Fran mentioned that her dog is not down with harmonica lessons. So, and it's raining there, so the dog had to stay inside. Poor thing. Terry's in, hunkering down before the snow. Yeah, Terry, you live within walking distance of King Soopers, so yeah, I think you'll be okay. Bruce is in. Sunny in Virginia today. That's nice. Kari, Colfax is the home of Little Man Ice Cream Factory. Yeah, they got this big fancy ice cream store over there on Colfax. I believe that's the only place I've gone to on Colfax in 15 years. But it was amazing. That's not true. There's Sassafras has a Louisiana eatery over here on Colfax, and it's amazing. It's amazing. We go there pretty regular. Rita's in from sunny Illinois. I know, Illinois, what the heck's going on? You got sun up there. Diane is in. Had to shop before we all had I haven't been out of the house hardly at all. We went to the grocery store the other day. It scares the heck out of me to go there. Amy is in. Badlands. Amy, I didn't know you lived north of Colfax, did I, Amy? I forgot that. See, these people you're not trustworthy. You're really bad up there, all right? Vic is in from Eugene. Lynn is in from New Jersey. We missed you yesterday, Lynn. Carol is in from the mountains of Colorado. She's supposed to get whacked up there too, right? Casa Bonita, yeah. If you're not a South Park fan, there is an episode where Cartman, the main character who's bad, gets to go to Casa Bonita. And it's basically exactly how I thought when I was 8 years old. It was like, yes, Casa Bonita is the greatest place in the world. Dennis is in. Get sunny. 19 degrees Celsius up in Toronto. Thanks, Dennis. Good to see you, bud. Patricia is in. Elizabeth, semi-sunny, windy, 40s. Hello, everyone. I'm preparing my snow show. And Chris is in. Now, you all will recall a few years back, Mike Anderson predicted a big snow, and they canceled a prom down there in Highlands Ranch because it was going to snow so bad, and then not a single flake. So be careful where you get your news from, right? If it's on Channel 9, I can assure you that they are pretty sure that it's Armageddon coming this way. The guy on 31 seemed a little bit more tentative last night, that it might not be quite everything they're saying. Today's song is amazing. Oh, yay. Nancy's already ahead of us. All right, we got to catch up with Nancy. Let's talk Water is Wide. So here's what I knew about Water is Wide prior to working on this. A few years back, we did this during one of our Christmas concerts, and we had a flautist come, and she did a beautiful job, and we did an average job, I think. And so in my head, this is a Christmas tune. It turns out that's not true at all, and it turns out nobody knows where this song came from, but they think it was probably 18th century and probably Scotland. So it's in our St. Patrick's Day celebration tunes. Water is Wide. If you read the lyrics, what it really is, the first verse, I assume the narrator is female because she is desperately in love, and they are. See, men don't fall desperately in love. We fall in love, but in a different way. This girl is over the moon. They're just everything's going to be great. The water is wide, and she can't cross over it. and she doesn't have wings to fly over it. So they'll build a boat, and then her and her boyfriend, her lover, it's a he, her boyfriend can row the boat together to get across the water. Okay, and then she equates that subsequently that there's a big ship out in the sea, and it's filled up and it's running very deep in the sea, but that's not as deep as her love. And she's so in love, she doesn't know whether she's sinking or swimming, right? She's just in love. Verse 2. She admits he's beautiful. She admits he's kind. And that love is like a jewel. It sparkles when it's new. Apparently some time has passed. Love grew old. It waxes cold. I thought it should be wanes cold. I don't know. Who knows the difference between waxing and waning? I guess waxes is getting bigger, right? So it becomes cold, and then the love fades away like morning dew. I like that thought. And then she says, "Must I love a man who cannot love me? Must I go bound while he goes free? Must I be born with so little art and love a man who breaks my heart?" So a few thoughts. Anyway, it ends up very poorly for her. The more significant issue here is that the original, what Wikipedia claims are the original lyrics, are almost unreadable. I have no idea. I worked on them for a while, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going with more modern lyrics. And with the more modern lyrics, it seems like basically every pop star on the planet has performed this tune, and they rewrite the words for whatever they happen to be doing it. So Pete Seeger is one of the more well-known ones. Also James Taylor. Those of you guys who are James Taylor fans, he did a version of this. And then there's a whole list of other people who have done it. And it appears that everybody just changes the words as willy-nilly as they decide. So I gave you the basic, what seems to be sort of the generally more popular words on this. And I see on page 2 there's a couple of notes that got down in the lyrics. It won't affect the playability, but it does make it harder to read. Let's not do me singing this. It would be sad. So let's talk chords, and then we will play duets together. Okay, so we're going to play first. Ukulele players, you got your A chord and your D chord, your F sharp minor. Okay, those are out of that little booklet. Remember back, those of you who have started with me, remember this little booklet? Guess what these were? A, F sharp minor, D, and guess what? E7. That shows up in this song as well. So what I taught you back on day 2, here it shows up again. Okay, and these are the chords that we use. There are a couple of other chords in here in addition to that. So you've got B minor, bar on 2, ring finger on 4. How I think about that is it's an A minor on 2. Okay, so you can play that chord. And then there is a C sharp minor in here, but it really functions more as an E chord at 9. And you can go ahead and make the C sharp minor. And it might sound a little more complex, but it seemed like an awful lot of work. And so I just gave you a plain old E chord underneath the C sharp minor at 9. But you might put on, and that's on 4. It carries over into the F sharp minor. I think what I was thinking there was, you know what, the E is going to make more sense, and probably should maybe have thought about changing the chords out, but it'll work one way or another. I got a more interesting C sharp minor sitting down there at measure 13. Again, the chord, if you're singing, is a bar on 4, pinky on 6. But you can also play 110, and you'll see when we do it. It actually sounds pretty cool that way. Hey Bob, welcome in. Good to see you, bud. And I think that's really it. The C sharp minor, F sharp minor thing. I I don't know if it's worth spending a whole lot of time really digging into that. Treat the C sharp minor as an E. I think you'll be better off. All right. I'd like to play the melody. I'd like for chord players, you to do that. Baritone, a couple of these are pretty straightforward for you. A chord, D chord, F sharp minor, E7. So your chords are not terrible here either. They're actually fairly baritone friendly. Hey Linda, welcome in. I'm going to play the melody. You guys play the chords. It's a 1 beat count in, by the way. Okay, and we're going to do that. And then I'll tell you a story about conducting class. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1, and repeat. Okay, pretty little melody, not a ton to it. It is a terrible earworm. We'll let you know now. This is what you'll be singing in the morning and tonight and probably into next week. So get comfy with that. It's a prior. I don't know what about it, why it's an earworm, but man, oh man, I've had a hard time with it floating around in my noggin. Let's take a look at the Tuff uke, and we'll walk our way through it. Baritone players, you'll pay attention here because you have the same exact thing. 0002, and just the one thing I have struggled with is making sure I keep track of my eighth notes and my quarter notes. They're all jumbled up through here, and so because I'm not super familiar with the tune, it's necessary to double check your eighth notes and quarter notes. Okay, so from the top. Got an A chord, a pinky on 4, and then some decoration, and then a D chord. Here's eighth notes, some more decorations, and that's an eighth note that keeps surprising me. I got this chord, and then immediately an eighth note, and then I got to get to this 4 very quickly, and we'll find out when we get there, Diane. Okay, so I've been finding a little bit of a challenge there at measure 4. Okay, measure 5, get your F sharp minor, D chord, ring finger. Probably switch out to your bar here. So somehow you got to get from the open D chord to the 2. I'm probably going to find my middle ring finger, grabbing that 2, and then grabbing a new bar in the middle of measure 6, 2, 2, 2, 4. You want to use your pinky to get the 5, 4, and then ring finger goes up to the top. And then E7, And then don't rush that chord. Pinky up on 4. Diane, you can do either. I am probably, when I put this to bed at the end of the day, I think that should be an E chord there rather than a C sharp minor. I think it's going to sound a lot better with just a major chord there. So 4-4-4-7 as the tablature reads, I think is better. The C sharp minor makes it much more likely that you're going to miss. And I don't know if it adds anything to the song. So it's up to you. If you want to put a 6 on there like the C sharp minor says, do it. I'm just going to play an E chord there. Because I know that the F sharp minor, which is really a C sharp minor, that seems like a mistake, doesn't it? That's probably a C sharp minor. I think the C sharp minor will make more sense on 10. And I don't think the F sharp minor does us any good. Let me see. And build me a boat. That can. The F sharp minor is wrong. That's what happened. That's what's happened. So what I would do, measure 9. Let's go with an E chord, 4-4-4-7, just like it says in the tablature, and then change out the chord at 10 from an F sharp minor to a C sharp minor, and it's going to play better both if you're singing it and strumming it, and then it matches up with the tablature. So I would say go with what the tablature says, and then I will replace those chord charts. That seems like it's more work than it's worth. Yeah, let's go with a C sharp minor at 10 and an E chord at 9. I think it'll sound better. Let's see, Jerry. For B or C sharp minor, you can just play 1, 2, 3 if you have small hands like me. Okay. All right, good, Jerry, giving you some fingering choices there. Good. And hey, Laurel, welcome in. Okay, so what I would suggest, measure 9, let's play an E chord. And then switch to the C sharp minor like the tablature says, 6-4-4-4. And then your middle fingers are going to grab those 2 5s. And then drop down. Measure 11, A chord with your pinky on 4. D chord. Grab the 2, go back to your D chord. And this is one I think is cool. This is one I found. It's 110. Doesn't that sound cool? So normally I hate these things, right, that are way down here. But that's the right chord there. Even though the chord is supposed to be up here, your melody note's way down here. So we had to find a solution, and hardly ever do I have to find a solution further down the neck. It's always further up the neck, and I'm looking. But this is 1, 1, and 0. So the tablature again. The tablature really makes sense throughout this whole thing. So I'll adjust those 2 chords after I do a little more research at measures 9 and 10. I do think that those could be cleaned up. All right, let's go on from measure 16. 16 to the end, as you can figure out, is basically the same as the first part. So let's go from there. 16. 1, 2, ready, play. Page 2. Again, change out for an E chord. And now do your C sharp minor. Middle finger. So again, measure 25, I'm going to change that out for an E chord, and measure 26, I'm going to put the C sharp minor there. I don't know why I put an F sharp minor there. That makes no sense. And then let's go back to the top. Let's play it one more time through, and then we'll grab the baritone version, and then you're going to really see why you should buy a baritone. All right, from the top, one time through, top to bottom. So beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so 1 beat count in. 1, and then we're going to go. Ready? 1. Second ending. And the bar on 4, F shape in front, that's that A chord. Isn't that lovely? It's a really, really lovely tune. I will fix those 2 chords in 25, 26, and 9 and 10, and I'll repost that tonight. But other than that, this thing plays really well. And it's another one of these songs where the slower you play it, the better it probably is, right? And so those of you guys with ukulele, don't rush. Let the whole thing develop. And then if you are playing with an accompanist, if you're playing with somebody else playing another instrument, let those chords really exist and find a home inside of that melody. And that's really pretty. Like I say, there are lots of different lyrics that go with this song, but those seem to be the ones that I found most compelling. Here's this somebody who's wildly in love and then falls out of love, right? That seems like that kind of a song. It's really nice. All right, guys, let's grab the baritone version of this. I probably have note for note exactly the same problems in the other one, so let's go grab the baritone version of this and take a look at it and see what we think. Yeah, a lot of you guys are telling me you know that song and you love it, and I don't know how I missed it. I have, honest to goodness, I remember us doing it for a Christmas show a few years back, and that was my complete experience with that song. So I really like it. I think it just, if you don't get in a hurry and just let the notes become the notes, it's pretty exciting. All right, Water is Wide, baritone version. Let's see if I made exactly the same issues on this one. I did. So E, F sharp, G sharp minor. So I gotta stop drinking so much, you guys. G sharp minor in 10, right? E minor, F, F sharp, G, G sharp minor in 10, and that's an A chord, right? No. B in measure 9. That's a B. G, A, B. Alright, so measure 9 is a B, measure 10 is a G sharp minor, and the same thing will show up at 25. Measure 25 is a B, and measure 26 is a G sharp minor. That fixes that problem. Alright. Ukulele players, these are not your keys. This is not your key, right? So the entire thing should be, you're thinking bar chords on this one. E chord, A chord would be your bar on 4 with an F shape in front. C sharp minor is bar on 4, pinky on 6. Your B7 is down here, bar 2 with the A7 shape in front of it. B chord is your B flat moved up one. G sharp minor, that's G minor. I'd move it up here and just play the bottom 3 strings is what I'd do. That's an impossible chord. So these are not particularly ukulele friendly chords. So if you play this song, make sure ukulele players, you get the lead and the baritone players back you up. Their chords are much easier. Carol and I are in the same group. We have never heard of it, but it's really pretty. Let's play this together. Ukulele players, toss in where you can. Otherwise, and listen to a lovely baritone version of Water is Wide. Same exact thing. Here we go. 1. Isn't that pretty? That's a nice song. So I'll redo those 2 chords and then repost for tomorrow's concert. We may or may not get to this in tomorrow's concert anyway, but it's a nice piece of music, not fast, right? Just let the water flow through it. It's really, really pretty. I did want to go through. I know I've given you 700 versions of this, but I do want to do Parting Glass, and so I want to do a run through with both ukulele and baritone. I feel really committed to making this song right at this point, and so we're going to keep playing it until I get all of the typos out of it. Parting Glass, please, ukulele version. Your latest effort on it. Parting Glass, ukulele. Should be dated March 11th. How does B7 go to B? I don't understand the question, Elizabeth. How does B7 go to B? Here's a B chord. Here's a B7. Yeah. So you got your A7, move it up to 2, that's B7. And your B is just adding this one note here. So on ukulele, you can barely tell the difference between a B and a B7. Right? So, okay, parting glass. Let's get it right. One shot, best shot on ukulele, followed by one shot, best shot. You know what's weird? My gadget saves my notes even when I replace the file. And so there's all these notes from yesterday of what I needed to fix. So I fixed that one for sure. And come back over here. And I fixed that one too. Nice. Cool. Oh, technology. When it works. From the top. 3-beat count in. One time through. 1, 2, 3. Oops, sorry. Play it one more time. I can do better than that. Go from the do the return around to the top. Go. Second ending. And finally, Dennis. I think it was Dennis that you're still going to fix that. Was it Dennis yesterday that said that? So that's it. 9777. If that's how you win it, that's there. There. That's good. That's that. Let's play it on baritone. I can live with that arrangement. You know, I find it easier to arrange songs that I've heard of before. Obviously, I'm struggling with this one. Let's grab the baritone version of that. Cat made it in, lurking today. Love the water is wide. We'll have to watch the recording. Yeah, heck yeah, Cat. Let's see. Let's go to baritone. Parting is parting glass. Baritone. LMNOP. Parting glass baritone. Okay, got that fixed. And all right. Ukulele players, most of these chords are in your wheelhouse. Hopefully, they're making sense to you. Elizabeth, if you were talking, I just realized Elizabeth is playing some baritone these days. If you're talking about B to B7 on baritone, that's your B chord there. And B7 is just to change out your middle finger. So I don't know if that's what you were talking about. But yeah, B chord here, and B7 is there. It's another one of those things that as you spend a little time around in fingerstyle, you start to realize, oh, that's a nice turnaround. That's a cheap way of doing it. All right, parting glass on baritone, and then we got to talk about tomorrow, you guys. We got some serious business going on. From the top, one time through, 1, 2, 3. Second ending. I don't know if I even like that still. Hold on. Yeah, that's right. Got to work your pinky a little bit there in measure 18. Isn't that lovely? By the way, if you haven't taken time on YouTube to go look at this, here's the real speed that I see them all playing this at. It's crazy how slow you usually hear this. 70, 60, somewhere in there. So this would be one of those things where if you're still getting your legs underneath you with Tuff Uke, to grab this song and just play it at whatever speed it'll come out of your instrument. And I think you'll still end up with a really, really nice piece of music. And it's got a complex enough chords to make it interesting and worthwhile, and nothing on there is not coming up in your life. All of that stuff will show up repeatedly, and so it's a good one just to continue to get your feet under your belt, to get better. Hopefully some of you guys have been inspired on the boom chucks to be messing around with that. And I wrote out the complete boom chuck, but you probably don't need to do it exactly what I wrote. Of all the da 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 dun 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 da da dun dun da 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 dun dun dun. All right, so it's kind of fun. I'm not doing it particularly well, but the idea that you could then have be singing it and then boom chucking, boom chucking, boom chucking. Especially those of you guys that have, small groups that you hang out with, and you're like, you know what? Let's go play Parting Glass in the park this week. And the baritone players do the boom chuck, and somebody sings or does the melody. Could be a lot of fun. I hope. Gosh, these have been a fascinating couple weeks of this music, stuff I haven't ever done. So here's the deal. Tomorrow. I will post up a little bit cleaner version of Water is Wide. I found a couple of those typos, and we'll get those cleaned up. And I'll post that in tomorrow's concert page. Tomorrow we have, listen to this, Ashgrove, Danny Boy, Last Rose of Summer, Melville Castle, Minstrel Boy, Molly Malone, Parting Glass, Whiskey in the Jar, Melville Castle, Water is Wide, Will Ye Nye Come Back Again. All right, and we have, and then we have two arpeggios. The two arpeggios, the A minor, E minor ones, are not negotiable. Okay, and Make a Better Bar, not negotiable. After that, we'll take requests, okay? And so I want you to think about what is your favorite song and how quickly you can get it in the chat. We will make that, that's how we'll do tomorrow. And we may not necessarily do a baritone version and a ukulele version of everything that we do. So take tonight, look through those, find the ones that really speak to you or were really fun to play, that you're doing well on. Let's not pick anything that's hard to play. No, I'm kidding. Let's just make sure that maybe songs you are less familiar with would be fun to play. Maybe songs that you know cold would be fun to play. Whatever. But we've got plenty of stuff to keep you busy tomorrow, and I'll probably not have our morning greeting. I'll probably just get started at 5 after and see how many of these we can knock out. We'll not get anywhere close to all of them. It's getting crazy how much music we have. Over the weekend, I'm apparently, according to the news, going to be snowed in. I've already bought a bag of Cheetos, so I should be fine. In the gloaming, Aaron Sewell, and then you guys gave me a few others that are not immediately coming to mind. I can tell you that virtually all of the other tunes that I'm working on I have never heard of before, and so I'll get them pretty as close as we can. We'll have Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday before St. Patrick's Day is here, we should be set. We should be set for you to put on a weird green hat and play all those. Maybe Wednesday we'll hit them all again or something like that. Or maybe we'll just play them through the whole week next week. But we've got a lot of new arrangements and stuff. And as always, there's always this, working them up to where they make sense and looking for mistakes and all that. So there we go. All right. I don't know where I left off. You guys have a wonderful day. Get practice. Get ready for tomorrow, right? Let's see. Oh, we were left off where Kat walked in. Ronnie, Melville Castle is listed twice. Is it? Is it? Oh, it is. Oh. Thank you. I'm going to edit that right now. Thank you, Ronnie. Good day. Rita, I request water. Rita's like, I want Water is Wide. All right, work on Water is Wide. We'll see what we can do. Don't request them today. Request them tomorrow. Pauline, yeah. All right, so you guys are down with Water is Wide. That's interesting. Yeah, new song to me. I like it. Thanks, Vic. Good to see you. And I'm trying. Yeah, it's in there twice, so we have to do it at least once. All right, funny Amy. Yeah, Amy, thinking I have an ulterior motive. And you never have to worry about me with ulterior motives, because I'll tell you right up front what they are. I've lost my faith in humanity. They're just going to figure out what I'm trying to get at. Terry, good to see you, buddy. Cindy, thanks. Enjoy those Cheetos. Yeah, I'm trying not to get into them until Saturday. Sandy, great music. Thanks, Sandy. Good to see you. You bet. You're welcome, Amy. Ronnie, doctor's appointment tomorrow. Won't be what? Ronnie, come on. Call the doctor up and have him let you FaceTime in from the waiting room. All right. Sounds all right. Elizabeth, Water's Wide. Water's Wide is a hit. Nice. That's exciting. Okay. Jerry, thanks. See you tomorrow. Got my pirate shirt. Got your pirate shirt on. I had a pirate hat. Remember? I don't know where that ended up. I think it's probably up at the church. Kari, stay warm. Yep. I guess it's starting to go. I guess from here out, it's all downhill. Is that right, guys? That's what they're telling us. Chris, good to see you. Lynn, see you tomorrow. And guys, you have a wonderful day. I'm gonna pull the plug. I'm gonna go fix that one typo in Water is Wide, so you guys have clean copies, and I'll make a note on there that I've reposted it, okay? So you'll get an updated Water is Wide here shortly. And I'm going to go take Ronnie ruins my life by telling me about Melville Castle. All right. And Melville Castle is now listed only once. I told you guys I can't alphabetize to save my soul. So there we go. Now it's alphabetized. Thanks, Ronnie. Ruin everything. And off we go. You guys have a wonderful day.